Phil, we've seen a flurry of M&A in the RIA space over the past few years. What's been driving it, and is it sustainable, especially with all this volatility in the greater markets that we've been seeing?
Greg, great question. Wealth management business is an awesome business for private equity firms. And quite frankly, I think that we're just in the second or third inning. I think they just started to understand what this sector really is and what they want to focus on going forward. I think it's going to change a little bit over the course of the next few years as to what they really like and what they don't like, but I think we're just starting. It's going to be pretty exciting 5 or 10 years going forward.
I know it's been exciting for you, but let's take a quick step back. What does all this consolidation mean for the client?
Yeah, great question. I think if done properly, and that's the key, if it's done properly, I think that the client will have more resources, maybe better pricing, right? More services available to them, right? More geographical connections. So I think it could be a much better output for the client, but it has to be done right. And the problem with consolidation is that sometimes, Greg, it's not done right. It's just done for top line revenue growth, not really enhancing services and the output for clients. And that's the disconnect in the marketplace potentially.
All right. Well, you did a deal recently with Constellation. Tell me about that one, how it's improved Procyon.
Yeah, so it's brand new. It's only been a week old, right? But our what we expect of that transaction is a couple things. Number one, we have obviously a capital partner that allows us to extend our brand across the country, right? And bring in amazing talent that we already have on our team today, but now we can amplify a little bit more. And secondarily, they are strategic in how they think about the business. Carl and his team have been doing this for a very long time. And so money notwithstanding, Greg, they're able to help us think strategically about how to take this thing to the next level, not only for our team, but for our clients, obviously.
How is all this money coming from private equity changing the RIA business for the better?
I would tell you, I think it's turning books of businesses into proper businesses. That's what I think is happening. So in the RIA space a couple of decades ago, they were essentially founder-run, owned advisors. And they had books of business and they were running the business. I think today, with private equity involved, they've institutionalized the way that these RIAs are looking at themselves. And they run themselves, Greg, as a true business, no longer just a book of business.
And if you are an independent RIA, perhaps looking to sell, or there's a succession going on in your business, how do you make sure you're choosing the right partner, just like you did?
Yeah, there has to be alignment as to what the end game is. So, for instance, there are some firms out there that love to just acquire, and they'll acquire and acquire and acquire and change the fibers of the firm potentially because of that, because the end game is to just aggregate a bunch of nice revenue at the top line. There are other firms, and we paid close attention to this, that are aligned culturally, like client-centric, team-centric. What's the brand? What are we building? What are we looking to accelerate into the marketplace? That's the partner that we look for, and that's the partner we got in Constellation.
And then finally, what are you looking for going forward? It's been certainly a volatile past 100 days, year to date, however you want to characterize it. What are you looking forward to for the rest of the year?
Well, with respect to the markets, probably a little bit of the same, by the way, although I think an upward trend if I'm being honest. But I think I'm having a lot of conversations, Greg, with other RIAs and other large teams and wirehouses that are looking for a better answer. They're looking to scale their businesses more. They're looking for a better place to be able to operate their businesses. And Procyon seems to be the right home for those special breeds that are out there in the wirehouse and in the RIA space. And so we're looking to have as many conversations as possible.
All right, well, thanks a lot for coming on and talking about it.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.